We are back with my series of reading Revelations in the Bible. I am not going to hold y'all. I kind of got distant from God and I went back to my old ways of witchcraft, which I'm not proud of, but I am back. Me and God are back, and I'm not going to let myself lose this time. I'm not going to let us lose our relationship this time, because I know what I know, and I just don't want that to happen. I don't want us to lose our relationship again. So even though it's so hard, but I don't want to go back to my old ways, and even though sometimes reading the Bible is not the funnest, and sticking to his word is not the funnest, and being all Christian is sometimes not the funnest, I'm not gonna let go this time because I know that God has a plan for me, and I know that I know what he said to us before I ever even started getting a relationship with Jesus, because I did go to a Christian school. I don't anymore because my mom's making me move schools, but I did go to a Christian school. And when I first went there, I didn't really have the greatest, let me not lie to y'all, I didn't have a relationship with God. Well, I kind of did. Like, when I was little, around like 8, I got my first Bible, and I would read it, but I didn't know anything about it. Like, I didn't understand, and the only thing I would ever read in this Bible was Genesis, because that's as far as I could make it. Literally, the only places I read was right here. I would read the same page over and over, and it was because I always would try to read through, just kidding, I did not read the same page over and over. So I would just try to read Genesis. Genesis was the only thing I read, and as I'm flipping through these pages, I can see that is what little kid me read, because there's a bunch of scribbles on the pages. I only made it to page 9 in Genesis, and that was it, as far as I made it, page 9. But mind you, I was like 8, like 5, 8, I think I was 8. I'm pretty sure I was 8 when I first got this Bible. I was 8 when I first got this Bible. I had a relationship with God, but I didn't understand because I was little, I was young, I didn't really understand much. But when I first went to my Christian school, they would tell me that if the world will hate you, but they hated Jesus first. And I didn't understand what that meant until I actually started building a relationship with Jesus. But they would always say that if the world hates you, they hated Jesus first. What was I trying to say? Oh. I was saying that being Christian wasn't the easiest. But yeah, they did say that if the world hates you, they hated Jesus first. So I had a warning before I even went in. Like, I had a warning going in, and I went in anyways. So I'm gonna stick to my relationship with Jesus, and it's gonna be hard, and there's gonna be ups and downs. But right now, me and him are okay, and it's been about 2 weeks since I got my relationship with Jesus back. And I've been reading my Bible every day, and I'm gonna try to keep doing that, reading my Bible every day. And it also helps that all my TikTok For You page is Christian, so that does help as well, because then I open TikTok all the time, so, you know, I'll be planting a seed in myself, just in case I do start falling off track with Jesus. My whole For You page is Christian, so the seed will be replanted. But yeah, let's get into it. So we are reading Revelations. I'm finishing up my Revelations series. I'm gonna try and keep doing this every day. It's gonna be a lot because I need to find a good place to stop. Okay, okay, so we are reading To the Church of Smyrna. I don't know what that says, but it's like Smyrna. So we're gonna read it. And first, let's see what type of highlighters and goodies we've got here. Okay, so I have a whole bag. I have a whole bag of highlighters. To be fair, I just woke up, so please excuse my voice. I have a whole bag of pens and stuff, but colorful pens. You know, like these they're markers, I guess you could say, but we have a pink highlighter. Let's start with the highlighters. A pink highlighter, a yellow highlighter, and then on to the markers for today. We have a pink marker, a blue marker, and a red marker. Oh wait, it's giving pink, red, and Chloe, Prime Descendants. And pink's in on all the fun. Anyways. Yeah. Anywho. Okay. Let's get into it, okay? We are reading To the Church in Smyrna. To the angel of the church in Smyrna, write. I want to highlight some of this because I don't want, I didn't have a highlighter last time, which is probably not a good thing. Let's grab my pink highlighter. Hopefully it's not, absolutely dead because, yeah. These are the words of him who is the first and last, who died and came to life again. I know your afflictions and your poverty, yet you are rich. I know about the slander of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Do not be afraid. The devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Be faithful, even to the point of death, and I will give you life as your victor's crown. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. The one who is victorious will not be hurt at all by the second death. So, it'd be nice if I had a hair tie on my wrist. I do not. My hair is, I've got my little Bible hair clip. Okay. There we are. She looks a little rough in the back, but we don't gotta talk about it. It don't matter. We're just preaching the gospel. Okay, we're preaching the gospel. Why did my camera get dark all of a sudden? Can I make this brighter? I can. Looky there. We're brighter already. Oh. Might be a little too bright. Good enough. Okay. Now we're on with our yellow highlighter. I already used the pink one. To the church in Pergamum. To the angel of the church in Pergamum, write. These are the words of him who has the sharp double-edged sword. I know where you live, where Satan has his throne, yet you remain true to my name. You did not renounce your faith in me, not even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was put to death in your city where Satan lives. Nevertheless, I have a few things against you. There are some among you who hold to the teaching of Balaam, who taught Balak to entice the Israelites to sin, so that they ate food sacrificed to idols and committed sexual immorality. Likewise, you also have those who hold to the teaching of the Nicolaitans. Repent, therefore, otherwise I will soon come to you and will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To the one who is victorious, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give that person a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to the one who receives it. I feel like last time I read in Revelations, I definitely explained what these things meant. I feel, maybe I did. But that was also when I was reading my Bible a lot and I had a good relationship with God. But at the current moment, I don't really have a good understanding right now. Maybe if I was actually focusing, I could. There are some among you who hold the teaching of Balaam. Like, I don't know who Balaam is. I'm gonna say that he's somebody evil who taught Balak to entice the Israelites to sin so that they ate food sacrificed to idols and committed sexual immorality. Like, I know what that is. To the church in... Okay, let's change up my color. Okay. Let's put the pink and yellow here. And then let's use red. To the church in Thyatira. To the angel of the church in Thyatira, write. These are the words of the Son of God, whose eyes are like blazing fire, and whose feet are like burnished bronze. I know your deeds, your love and faith, your service and perseverance, and that you are now doing more than you did at first. Nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immorality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols. I have given her time to repent of her immorality, but she is unwilling, so I will cast her on a bed of suffering, and I will make those who commit adultery with her suffer intensely, unless they repent of her ways. I will strike her children dead. Then all the churches will know that I am he who searches hearts and minds, and I will repay each of you according to your deeds. Now I say to the rest of you in Thyatira, to you who do not hold to her teaching and have not learned Satan's so-called deep secrets, I will not impose any other burden on you, except to hold on to what you have until you come. To the one who is victorious and does my will to the end, I will give authority over the nations. That one will rule them with an iron scepter and will dash them to pieces like pottery, just as I have received authority from my Father. I will also give that one the morning star. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Ooh. Time to switch the color. I think I'm going to end right above to the church of Laodicea. So after we read to the church of Philadelphia, I'm going to end it there. I know that's short, but I have other things that I would like to do that are also about Jesus, by the way, but I don't want to, like I have other things I would like to get to today. So, but it's more of Jesus, so I'm not ending the video to go watch TikTok. Like, that's not what I'm about to do. Anyways. To the church of Sardis. I don't even know if I read that right, but we're going to hope so. To the angel of the church of Sardis, write, these are the words of him who holds the 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars. I know your deeds. You have a reputation of being alive, but you are dead. Wake up, strengthen what remains and is about to die, for I have found your deeds unfinished in the sight of my God. Remember, therefore, what you have received and heard, hold it fast and repent. But if you do not wake up, I will come like a thief, and you will not know at what time I will come to you. So, does that mean Jesus is just gonna pop up out of nowhere and just snatch us up? I used the blue before I used pink. It was supposed to go red, pink, blue. But I used red, blue, and pink. It's okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Anyways. Yet you have a few people in Sardis who have not soiled their clothes. They will walk with me dressed in white, for they are worthy. The one who is victorious will, like them, be dressed in white. I will never blot out the name of that person from the book of life, but will acknowledge that name before my Father and his angels. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Okay, now we are reading our last little bit, which is to the church of Philadelphia. I still can't believe I used blue before I used pink. Whatever. Anyways, now we are on to our pink marker. To the church in Philadelphia. To the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write, these are the words of him who is holy and true, who holds the key of David. What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open. I know your deeds. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. I know that you have little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name. I will make those who are of the synagogue of Satan, who claims to be Jews, though they are not, but are liars, I will make them come and fall down at your feet and acknowledge that I have loved you. Since you have kept my command to endure patiently, I will also keep you from the hour of trial that is going to come on the whole world, to test the inhabitants of the earth. I am coming soon. Hold on to what you have, so that no one will take your crown. The one who is victorious I will make a pillar in the temple of my God. Never again will they leave it. I will write on them the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, the new Jerusalem, which is coming down out of heaven from my God, and I will also write on them I will also write on them my new name. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Okay, guys, that is all that we are reading today. So let me show you how far we made it. I could probably finish reading that part because it's really not that long, but I don't really want to read that. Okay, so here is how far we have made it from this pink sticky down, 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 down to here. And we will read this another day. Maybe not tomorrow because I don't want to read only Revelations. So tomorrow I'll probably read something different for myself, and then I'll get back to y'all and we can read Revelations. But it might be tomorrow. So yeah. And that's where we're gonna end for today. to the church of Laodicea. Laodicea. Do you think that's how it's said? I don't know. I'll ask God when I get to heaven. Trust. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the revelations for today. This was not a good camera view at all. Like the whole time. I don't even know if I'm going to post this because... Okay, whatever. Ciao. Bye, my little bunnies.